So I just watched this movie called 12 Suicide Teens. And this movie is a foreign film, right? But it's really good actually. This movie can be described as 12 Angry Men meets Sherlock meets like a heartfelt drama. It has some great storytelling I've come across. It follows 12 teens who all plan to commit suicide together, which is like, TSA, right? They go to a building and receive cards that hold a number on them. Then they head to a room labeled 1 through 12. When they arrive, they are all shocked to find a 13th person there, and he's dead, which makes it into like a murder mystery type of thing. While you might go expecting a suspense, and yes, there is suspense, but what truly shines is the storytelling. Each individual's backstory is revealed throughout the story in the film, and that's what makes it so good and powerful. And that's how it kind of makes it so in depth of each character. So as the story unfolds through conversation and action, what makes it feel so realistic from a human standpoint is the way they use telling over showing. While you might think this is a bad thing, telling is actually a good thing in this sort of scenario because it makes it more realistic in a sense that you're there with them. So, as we head on to the story, it starts with the first person, the first character named number 1. He's like the organizer of the whole thing. As the story unravels, he's actually the son of the hospital director. And apparently his mom and dad died, and that's why he got that hospital. But currently it's abandoned, and he uses it for purposes I'll tell you later on. Okay, we have number 2. The background of him is that he's bullied, and that's the main central reason why. It's just he's bullied and he wants to get away, from everything. And then now there's number 3, which is quite different. As to why she wants to commit suicide, her motivations is later revealed through interactions with number 4, which is kind of a, iffy. Spoiler alert. So number 4 is a celebrity, right? And her whole life is dictated, right? Because she's a celebrity. And that's the reason why she wants to die. And number 3, the reason why she wants to die is because of a celebrity. So now number 3 doesn't want number 4 to die because maybe someone like a fan is going to do the same as number 3, which makes it into an interesting plotline in the story. Now, we covered number 3, number 5. Now, number 5's character is the most interesting out of the whole story, in my opinion. He's the one that stands out as the main character. See, he's the one that kind of pivots everyone's behavior, right? I'll tell you about it more later, but his characteristics is that he's a cancer patient, and both of his parents are cops. So that's why he takes on the detective role in the story, trying to figure out what has transpired in the hospital surrounding the death of number 13. Now, number 6, she has really, really deep struggles. She has a harsh demeanor. Her personality is kind of twisted a little bit due to her parents owning a company, and that company became bankrupt, which makes her think, oh, how can I help my parents? Well, she wants to commit. You know why? So that she can get the insurance money, so that will support her parents' bankruptcy business of some sort, which is very twisted. As for number 3, we'll skip her analysis because the rest of the characters all kind of undergo the same characteristics of bullying, family, and all that sort of stuff, which is, there's 12 of them. It would be too long to go over every single one of them. But the plot line is well established within a murder mystery. Now, as we discussed all the characteristics and personality of each individual character, as to say what happens next, well, what happens next is you're gonna have to. What makes it so good towards the end is that the main point of the show is there. It's been there all along. In order for someone to really understand each other is by communicating, by having someone there for you and really understanding what you're going through. This is what happened with all these kids here, is that they're understanding each other, consoling, affirming in each other, everything. And that's why this is what makes it such a good film, is that this is all you need, is someone there for you whenever you're going through hardships, is that you have someone there understanding and comforting you.